Have you ever walked into a room feeling perfectly normal, and 5 minutes later you're suddenly irritated, anxious, or weirdly excited without any clear reason? Maybe your mood didn't change. Maybe it got infected. Sounds dramatic, right? But here's the surprising truth. Emotions spread between people almost like viruses. No sneezing required. Think about it. One person starts laughing in a group, and within seconds, everyone else is smiling too, even if they didn't hear the joke. On the other hand, one person walks in stressed, sighing like their life is a slow-motion disaster movie, and suddenly, the whole room feels heavier. Welcome to emotional contagion, the invisible social flu we all catch every day. Your brain is constantly scanning people around you, not just their words, but their tone, facial expressions, body language, and even tiny micro-reactions you don't consciously notice. And without asking your permission, your brain starts copying them. Yes, your brain is basically a professional mood mimic. Ever noticed how yawns spread? One person yawns, then another. Then somehow the entire classroom turns into a sleepy zombie convention. Emotions work the same way, except instead of yawns, it's feelings. Let's take a simple real-life example. Imagine you wake up in a good mood. You had decent sleep, your hair cooperated for once, and even your phone battery is above 50%. Life is manageable. Then you open social media. One post, someone complaining. Second post, someone arguing. Third post, breaking news that sounds like the world is ending by Tuesday. 10 minutes later, your mood has dropped faster than your phone battery used to. Nothing actually happened to you, but emotionally, you caught the vibe. This happens because humans are wired for connection. Thousands of years ago, sensing other people's emotions helped us survive. If everyone around you suddenly looked scared, it probably meant something dangerous was nearby, like a predator, or worse, group projects. So our brains evolved to sync emotions automatically. But here's the tricky part. Your brain doesn't check whether the emotion is useful, it just copies. That's why spending time around constantly negative people can feel exhausting. It's not just conversation, it's emotional transfer. It's like sitting next to someone who keeps handing you invisible bags labeled stress, overthinking, and why is my life like this? And because emotions spread quietly, most of us don't realize it's happening. You might think, I'm just tired. I'm just irritated today. I don't know why I feel off. But sometimes, the real reason is simple. You absorbed someone else's emotional weather. Now here's something interesting. Positive emotions spread too, and often even faster. One genuinely cheerful person can lift the mood of an entire group. That friend who laughs easily, tells random stories, and reacts to everything like it's slightly funnier than it actually is. They're basically emotional Wi-Fi for good vibes. Ever noticed how one energetic person in a group trip somehow keeps everyone excited, even when the plan goes wrong and Google Maps decides to take you through a field instead of a road? That's emotional contagion working in your favor. But there's a deeper twist. You're not just catching emotions, you're also spreading them. Right now, yes, you. Every reaction you show becomes emotional data for the people around you. Your smile, your tone, your energy, they all quietly influence others. Even small things matter. If you respond to someone with calm energy instead of frustration, their brain often mirrors it. If you react with panic, their brain may do the same. This is why leaders, teachers, creators, and even that one friend who always organizes plans have such strong emotional influence. People unconsciously copy their emotional signals. So the real question isn't just, what mood am I in? It's, what mood am I spreading? Here's a quick experiment you can try. Next time you walk into a room, deliberately smile, not in a creepy, I know something you don't know way, just a relaxed, natural smile. Watch what happens. Most people will mirror it within seconds. No motivational speech required, just facial muscles. And if someone around you is extremely negative, you don't have to absorb everything like an emotional sponge. Awareness alone creates distance. Once you notice the emotional transfer happening, it becomes easier to protect your mood. Think of it like emotional hand sanitizer. You can't stop exposure, but you can reduce the impact. Because emotions are contagious, but they're also adjustable. And here's the most powerful part. You don't need a huge audience to influence emotional energy. Every conversation is a tiny emotional ecosystem. Every reaction shifts something, which means whether you realize it or not, you are constantly shaping the emotional atmosphere around